It made the car
trouble. Turn 4, Steve. One car sliding around. It's Robby Gordon.
Caution's out, turn 4. Caution's out, turn 4. Coming.
You know, the trends of the race says we always
ends. Several times this week, you see Robby way back there in the middle of turn 3 and 4, coming out of 4, stays in the throttle. That's where all the smoke's coming from, keeps it from backing up into the fence, saves it, and drives on.
That was right in front of Denny Hamlin.
and right over Digger.
Las Vegas fastest taxi driver this week, Tony Stewart, puts his car in the wind. Watch Matt Kenseth from the bottom.
Boy,
ooh.
Good job by hanging on to that bad boy, and nice job by Marcos to miss him.
Yeah, the 9 car just barely got by him.
Yikes. Oh, my goodness.
Way too close. And right in front of that came the lead change as Tony Stewart stormed around the outside.
Oh, my goodness.
Way too close. And right in front of that came the lead change as Tony Stewart stormed around the outside of Montoya, and a smoker, a spin, turn 2, and it's Andy Lally, the sports car champion, who's come over to
Keep going, buddy. You're fine.
try NASCAR this year. As a rookie, he has brought out the second caution of the day.
You know, one thing I heard some of the guys talk about was these tires. They need a few laps to get heat in them so you can get going on them with a little bit of comfort.
J.J. Yaley, David Rudiman took the wave around. Rudiman not stopping under this caution, and we're back under green at lap 102.
But Rudiman is in good shape because he had just left the pit, so he basically is almost on equal ground with everybody else. Oh, trouble.
Around goes Kurt.
Come on, toss it out behind you. Toss it out behind you.
And around goes Casey Kane.
That 22 car, I saw it the last time after a pit stop. They're really evil to drive, and it looked like it's caught up with him this time.
Whoa. Whoa. Amazing nobody has damage.
I think it was David Reagan, the 6, yes, got into the back of
Watch
Kane.
Bain right here.
Whoa.
How did he not hit him?
Heard earlier between Greg Irwin and Greg Biffle, I don't think the car was full.
I think that's what Greg really knew after that pit stop, Larry, was they didn't get full of fuel, and that's really what had him upset, I think.
So another potential winning race car here and team have found trouble. First Kyle Busch, who was out of the race with the blown engine, and now Greg Biffle. Car in the wall, turn 2. A hard hit for David Gilliland, who I believe cut down a right front tire.
Terrible timing for what just happened to Greg Biffle. And in fact,
Gilliland's got in the wall a little bit there. I'll clear up the back. Watch for debris. He's on fire at the end of the back stretch.
Marcus Ambrose in the 9 had committed to pit road but was able to get back out before the commit cone.
That car came from the middle of the racetrack hard into the safer barrier near the exit of turn 2.
It blew a right front.
And it didn't give no sign of any tire issues at all. Nothing.
After a very vicious hit.
Sitting 10th of the points, had the great run in the Daytona 500 a couple of weeks ago.
Watch this lane back here, Larry. He's down on the bottom of the track, and right back here you'll see him. Bam! Man, that's a hard lick. Good thing the safer barriers there. That's the worst. I can't tell you what that feels like when you know that when that tire goes, it's like somebody hit you in the
final practice, and they are both teammates of our race leader.
Trouble down here. Jeff Gordon in the wall. Turn 4,
hard crash. Turn 4.
He just, I think he blew a right front tire. It looked like it just.
Yeah, man. It's going to be harder than that. He come down now too.
That is the 3rd or 4th driver to have a hard hit into the wall after perhaps cutting down a right front tire.
And he said something that drivers have said to me over and over again. These safer barriers, when we hit them, it just doesn't feel that bad. Sometimes something like that happens.
Well, if his car could talk, it wouldn't be singing the same tune.
No, it'd be saying ouchie.
See him coming into the screen right there. Car's just going straight.
Dadgummit, it's right in the middle of the corner. Hardly.
But Darrell, Mike pointed it out. It's about the third or fourth right front tire that we have failed here. The right front tire at these speeds here, they never get a rest.
Yeah, and if you have any kind of camber issue, a little too much camber in that right front, it's riding on the edge, you're going to have some failures.
And most of the failures have been just before we were going to make green flag pit stops.
Yep.